All righty then. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are my friends? How's everybody feeling? What's happening? How's the energy in your world? That's what we're all about. We're all about the energy, feeling the energy, sensing the energy, and being connected to the soul and the divine. The connection part is huge. Huge, 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 huge. All right. So I'm Reverend Annie Batchelder, and this is the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Wednesday group. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating with me. It's so important that you get a chance to feel your own soul. I can't even imagine. How do I tell you why it's important and what has happened in my life and how much better it is because I'm connected to my own soul? And by the way, I love it when you comment in the comments. Please make a comment, participate, let me interact with you. I'm dying to share my gifts with you. Not dying. I'm excited to share my gifts with you, and it's my purpose in life. So wanted to get that going. So what has it been like since I started reconnecting with my soul? I think when I started channeling and I had to ask, when I was just learning how to channel, I had to ask my guide, what is the higher purpose of this, my guide, and how does it combine with my higher purpose? And I really had no idea what my higher purpose was at all. And I didn't even really know that I had a soul, but my guide's answer was, our higher purpose is to reconnect humans with their soul and hence to the divine. So it's been that since about 1988, 1989, when I began channeling. And it's remained the truth, remained what's important ever since then. So as I've learned to sense energy, it's like the boundaries have been going further and further out. The boundaries of what that energy is and what I can connect to. Good morning, Brian Farrell. Good morning, Angel Damara. Yippee! The boundaries of what I can connect to keep getting further and further out, and my ability to connect with my soul and the divine keeps being increased. Now, in the process of writing my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, which I'm in the process of editing, it's quite a process. It's a long process. Let's put it that way. Oh, look, and I've got my hand raised. It's not really what I want to do. The machine does that for me sometimes. In the process of writing and editing my book, it's really, really clear that the soul is intrinsically connected with the divine. So as we human beings remedy this sense of separation between our soul and the divine through connecting with the soul chakra, filling in the space between the soul chakra, about 12 to 15 inches above the head, and the crown chakra, and then bringing the soul light all the way into the body, really embodying the soul's light. This brings us into absolute contact with every part of our being with the soul. And it's absolutely necessary that we do this because the soul functions as a connection to the divine. Because the divine created our soul, and the divine rubber stamps its plans for every reincarnation, every incarnation, every bodily experience that the soul has. The plan gets made, and the divine approves the plan. So it's no mystery that all these things are connected. All these things are part of how our divine plan unfolds. And so it's no mystery also how our bodies and our lives are better when we connect with the soul and let the soul connect us to the divine. Good. Now that guides say that's great. Let's channel. Okay. I just want to thank everybody who's here. I love it that you're here. Please comment in the comments, and I hope you brought me some good questions, because after I channel the Akashic Beings of Light, we'll take a couple of questions from you. So you might be the lucky one, right? I'd love to answer your questions. All right. Greetings and welcome from the Akashic Beings of Light. We are surrounding you right now. We are providing an environment of energy that allows you to easily connect with your soul. It is not as hard as you think. You've been conditioned to believe that your soul is separate from you, somewhere out in space, even though it's somehow your responsibility, but it's never really been clear how you are responsible for this disconnected element and why. So let us connect you with your soul. And we do this most easily for you by having you focus on the soul chakra, about 12 to 18 inches above the head, a ball of light. And let yourself go into that ball of light. Let your awareness go in and check out the colors, the energy, the brilliance, the sparkle. And as you are aware of this 8th chakra, the soul chakra above your head, it begins to pour its light down through this space between the 8th chakra and the crown chakra. And as a natural consequence of the soul pouring its light down into your crown chakra, a column of light is produced. This column of light is interactive. And there are no solid boundaries in this column of light that your soul's light creates as it pours itself into your crown. And actually all the way into every part of your body. And for those of you who are looking for healing or restoration of an injury, even the restoration and the release of traumatic experiences, bringing this soul light all the way into your body is highly recommended. and very, very conducive to restoration to normal human function, reintegration of the divine design of your physical experience, of your emotional balance, of your mental fluidity, and of that light that you exude, so unique, so special to you. And now bringing that light all the way down into the physical body. You can feel it settling into the hip sockets, the tailbone, as it gets ready to go down the legs, the knees, the calves, into the feet. And if you like, you can ground it into the center point, the balance point of Mother Earth. If you'd like, you can also ground your energy up into the divine, the great creatress, as we call the divine. Good. You can do both. And let yourself be held steady in the connections between the great creatress, the energy of your soul coming through your whole body and going down into the center point, the balance point of Mother Earth. Very good. Now come back to your awareness of the column of light that is created by the soul pouring its light into your crown chakra. And notice that there are no boundaries, there are no divisions, precise divisions between that column of light and everything outside of that column of light. You can run your hand through it like a hologram. And now consider the qualities that are known as soul light qualities. Perhaps you think of peace, love, harmony, oneness, acceptance, being, joy, patience, and adaptability. You may even think of a soul quality, soul light quality of enlightenment. Now imagine this beautiful list of soul qualities is beside you, a list of words, a list of symbols if you like, and choose a quality that you would like to add to your physical being and insert it into that column of light. And let that soul light quality filter down into and through the soul light that's moving in your whole body. This soul-like quality is radiating throughout the light inside your body. It is carried upon the soul light. Another soul-like quality you might think of is connectivity, or divine connection. And perhaps you are pulling that quality from the list, those words, divine connection, and inserting them into the column of light and letting that quality of light filter down through the sparkles of light that make up your soul light and travel all through your body. And we remind you that each and every cell in your body reflects the light of your soul and is overjoyed to participate with this soul light. The veracity, the vitality of the soul. For the soul is the source of your physical life force energy, which of course the soul obtains its supply from the great creatress, the divine, who created it, and hence you. Let that feeling, I am divinely created, settle into your lower chakras. You may be feeling it very strongly in the second chakra. Let that feeling of I am divinely created be your experience, your whole and entire experience right now. You may even have to soften your edges. Soften the boundaries of your skin, your fleshly container. Soften the edges of your heart, moving into the spiritual heart, larger and more connected than the heart chakra, the physical heart, the spiritual heart. Fields the soul's divine connection with the great creatress and your connection. You may even feel your energy becoming rather diamond shaped, coming to a point at the top of this soul chakra, coming down to the heart, the spiritual heart center, and then down to the feet. Many, many facets in this diamond. Very linear today. The shapes, the cuts that make up the facet. in your diamond shape. May change from time to time. Don't worry, that's fine. Energy is always changing. Energy changes. So anything that you are trying to fix in place, to concretize, well, it might be a struggle because the energy is always shifting. And your job is to agree with the shift and not fight it. You are created by the divine and are embraced and steered by the divine through your soul and through the messages of your soul. And so let us also give you the example of removing things through this soul column of light, the column of soul light. You may feel a lot of things going on in your crown chakra, some heat, even some hot points or a pokey sensation. It is that allowing of the physical being to release. Locate in your memory files a moment where you regret something you said. It could have been a big thing, and it can be something rather small. It does not matter. And allow your soul's light to gather this up, to actually turn it into a wrapped gift. And bring it from wherever in your body you have been storing this memory, whether it is somehow just weighing you down or clotting up the system or causing resistance and density in your being. Let this wrapped gift come to the surface, come into the column of soul's light, and allow us to take this burden from you. We will bring it back to the great creatress from whence it started for reconstruction, renewal. And know that your release is complete, and know that there is a heart filled with energy going to that location in your body where you have kept this moment, this memory. And what is replaced in that space, in that energy system, it is replaced with love. Unconditional self-love. Unconditional acceptance. Know that everything you release goes back up to the divine and is regenerated. It's energy. No energy is ever lost, but it can be reassigned, reconstituted, reassemble to become something empowering again, just like soil, leaves and twigs biodegrade and create humus, nutrients for the soil, the critters that live in the soil, and that feed the plants. Energy is energy, and it is demonstrated on the earth as it is in heaven. All right, you have done very well. We want you to come back into your spiritual heart and into that large diamond-like structure that your spiritual heart creates along with your soul's light. And let yourself know yourself as soul. You are this brilliance. You are this light. You are this energy, and you have purpose, usefulness. You are a gift to others. Sometimes it takes getting outside the self to see how your participation is a gift to others. And also how at times your non-participation is the gift in itself. And focus on the very center of your spiritual heart, deep within the core of this diamond. The most essential part of you. That point of light, the divine, focused its divine will and intention on to bring you into being as a point of consciousness. Feel your eternality, that you are an eternal being, created thusly, and you shall always be an eternal being. Sometimes you cycle into the earth life, into a human body. Sometimes you cycle into the earth life as a bird or a fish or a worm or a monster. Sometimes you cycle into your essence consciousness and evolve intensely with the guidance of great light beings, very high guardian angels, very prominent spiritual teachers. This is your essence. The form that you have experienced everything in. And so tuck that innermost core light, that essence, divinely created, tuck that into a safe place inside yourself. to bring all this expansive energy back into your body, condensing it into all the chakras so that it aligns beautifully with who you are and your physical self. Let there be harmony. It's all right to feel good. That's that Puritan origins. Feeling good just wasn't on the menu. Especially if it encouraged joviality, dancing, and frivolity. All right. Come back into the room. Perhaps breathing deeply and rolling your shoulders. Jane Griffin, Andrea Brackfield, Pat Hansen, Marco Kurkansky, thank you, all of you, for being here and partaking of this energy. Thank you so much for being with me this day. Okay, Andrea, she says, will I meet my twin flame in this lifetime? Well, the idea of the twin flame is a little bit, it's flexible, let's put it that way. And many people, I'm stopping the recording I was doing on Zoom, so give me just a moment. Thank you all for being here.